Alright, so first off, before we get started, I would like to say how it took them 12 hours to get TikTok unbanned. Literally, TikTok was banned for like 12 hours. Hello everybody, I'm Matt, welcome back to the Ghost Collider, and today we are doing a review. I just wanted to get the TikTok thing right out there. A while ago I made this video where I said Nickelodeon's cooking with a movie coming out, and I'm reviewing that movie now that it is officially out. So, this is a Henry Danger movie, and just like always, I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler review and a spoiler review, so let's just get this kicking and start this non-spoiler review. So, without spoiling the movie too much, I want to say it's pretty much just a superhero movie of a kind of like a comeback story from a TV show made by Nickelodeon. This TV show was probably one of the few Nickelodeon-run TV shows that I really enjoyed before it started to go downhill. They even made a spin-off series off of it, and the spin-off series was just really crazy. I had to have Eric inform me what was going on of the important things, and that was really it. But this movie, it doesn't even, it's 100% run by Nickelodeon, but at the same time it doesn't feel that way. It actually feels like a legit movie. It is a 100%, I would definitely recommend it. It wasn't not a 100%. I 100% recommend it. It's good for the family and really everything else. And really, altogether, I give it a whopping 8 out of 10. There were a few things that I thought, really? That didn't need to be there? Or it was just like, huh? Kind of type of thing. That felt like they were just forced in there, even though it shouldn't have been. But that was my non-spoiler review. Again, whopping 8 out of 10. Now for the spoiler review. In order to start the spoiler review, I really need to dive a little bit into Henry Danger. Mainly, like, a bit of Henry Danger. And I guess Danger Force 2, which is the spin-off show, just off what Eric told me. Alright, so Henry Hart, also known as Kid Danger, became the sidekick of Captain Man, also known as Ray Manchester. In the series, he has his family, which is his mom, his dad, his sister Piper, who does eventually find out that he's Kid Danger, and his two friends, Charlotte and Jasper, who also both find out that he's Kid Danger. He works for Captain Man, also known as Ray Manchester, and Captain Man has like a little scientist who works with him as well, whose name is Schwoz, and he's really hilarious. After 6 years of being Kid Danger, Henry starts to realize that he's losing out on his life, and he wants to retire from kind of being Kid Danger, or kind of like hold back. But Ray has like a conundrum. Like he's a literal man baby, and Henry ends up quitting, and then he comes back in that exact same episode, and then they stop like this big villain who was once Captain Man's past sidekick, and Henry ends up faking his death and gaining a force field type power. This actually sets up this like final 4 episodes, or really the final season altogether, sets up for a spin-off series, because not only does Henry get superpowers, but 4 kids get superpowers as well. And it starts the spin-off series Danger Force, where Captain Man teaches 4 kids to be his sidekicks, or to now form a team. I watched the first season and gave up on it because it was more kind of for kids, and it didn't have as much seriousness or action or really realism to it as Henry Danger did. So Eric told me that the series pretty much ended off that Captain Man ends up kind of like buckling down and retiring with his own family, and he leaves Danger Force to go do their own thing, which is be the heroes of Swellview, which is the town, and Schwoz ends up leaving as well. At the end of the series of Henry Danger, Henry, Jasper, and Charlotte all go to a place called Dystopia, where they become the heroes of Dystopia. Charlotte ends up leaving to go to Harvard, though. Jasper does get superpowers at the last, 2-3 episodes as well, where he can fight in his sleep and speak Spanish. Where, when he falls asleep, he can fight and speak Spanish. So those two become the heroes of Dystopia, and they become really popular, actually. Before I continue into the actual movie, I would like to say, if you had a favorite scene from this video, a past video, a live stream from past or currently live, you are welcome to clip your favorite scenes, and I will be using those clips in my future channel trailer, the one that I'm actually editing right now. And don't you worry, I'm not just going to put a clip in there for no reason. I will also be crediting you for the clip that you make. So it could be a scene that you hate, a scene that you love. It could be me being funny, me being stupid, me being a jerk, me giving so much information, whatever you guys want. Really I think that your favorite scenes should be a clip. So clip your favorite scenes and I'll put it into my channel trailer once it's finished. But continuing on. So the Henry Danger movie starts off with a kid stealing a device to kind of warp reality. I don't remember what this kid's name. I don't remember what she doesn't have a superpower, but to go back on her backstory, she really wanted Kid Danger to come back alive because everybody believes Kid Danger's dead, to kind of like save her town because it's like it's not ridden, it's like filled with villains and muggers and robbers and bullies and stuff like that. So she wanted to bring Kid Danger back alive for them to be a team and save the town. She's kind of like, and she also makes like fan fiction out the wazoo. She found out the secret identity of Captain Man and Kid Danger and found out the people close to them, and kind of like makes fan fiction off of that. And she even designed a really cool suit of Kid Danger. It's actually really cool. Back in Dystopia, Henry is kind of like a douchebag now, and he's really ridden, like he's like full of fame. He's doing sponsorships out the wazoo, and he's kind of being a jerk to Jasper. And actually after a fight, he ends up quitting on Jasper and saying he's going to go do his own thing, and Jasper is welcome to continue doing superheroing if he wants. And then he gets beat up by the same villain like 2 seconds later, and the teleportation happens with the time warping, and he meets the kid, and he's actually in the fan art suit, which is, I will say, is really cool. They end up going on this adventure, going through different multiverses of the kid's fan art, one being where every single multiverse in this, Henry is the sidekick of Jasper. It's very confusing, but you have to sit down and actually watch, which not a lot of movies let you do anymore. You could literally just listen to it in the background and know everything that's going on. This movie you kind of have to watch, and that's something I like about it. But after going on a whole adventure and kind of like realizing that he doesn't know what it means to be a superhero anymore, after saving the day with this girl, he ends up going back to his timeline or his multiverse, and he realizes he's a jerk. He throws out this merch from a company he was doing an advertisement for, goes up to Jasper, he says, "Sorry I haven't been your best friend, you really are my best friend, but I'm going to leave Dystopia, and I want you to be the main hero. It shouldn't be me." And he says, "I have somewhere else I need to be." So then they pug it out, and they go back to the little girl, and he's like, "All right, where do we start?" And Jasper shows up, and Schwoz shows up as well, and then they go on a bench, and then they end up flying away. That's something that I didn't understand, so I deducted a point for that ending. And then the post-credit scene is Henry and the girl are in a factory, and then there's this man silhouette defeating drones, and we find out that the silhouette was Captain Man, and he goes over to Henry and he says, "I need your help, kid." And I really did enjoy that teaser for an ending. I don't know if it goes for a Henry Danger Part 2 movie, or if it's going to another spin-off show. Either or, I'm going to be watching it, and I will be reviewing it. This whole movie as a whole was probably a good 8 out of 10, and I really enjoyed it. It was very big for nostalgia, especially me being such a huge Henry Danger fan growing up, and it was great. It really was. Like, it brought the kid out in me. It really did. I was like, oh my god, okay, this really got me pumping. Again, there's like a few things that I was just like, and that's why I deducted it by 2 points. But other than that, like, the plot twist was great. Like, the story was actually kind of good, and the arc of Henry going from being a sidekick to being an absolute douchebag, being the main hero, to going back to teaming up with this girl, now realizing that he doesn't need to be in the spotlight. I really enjoyed that. That was so cool. Again, 8 out of 10. In the comments, I want to hear what you guys had to say about this, if you guys watched it. So I would love to know your personal ratings in the comments, and kind of like a little feedback also of how you felt about the movie. If you liked this video or agreed with my ratings or what I had to say about this, or really if you just enjoyed it because you like me, put the thumbs up, like the video. If you didn't like the video, or you didn't find my rating reasonable, or it was too high or too low, or you had different feelings about this video, or you just don't like me, you're welcome to thumbs down. If you had a friend who likes Henry Danger and are welcome to spoils or would love to hear my feedback on it, then honestly share it with them. Or if there's another one of my videos that you think your friend might like, share those with them, or just share my content as a whole, my whole YouTube channel. If you aren't subscribed but you really are coming back on the regular, think about subscribing because it helped me out. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, share, post notifications on if you guys did. In the comments are going to be 3 links, one to my Discord server, one to my Instagram, and one to my podcast. The podcast is a spooky podcast with Eric where we talk about, stories and crimes and myths and legends and creepypastas. We talk about it all, and we're actually we're trying to figure out what we're going to do for the 7th episode. If you guys have any feedback of what we should do for episode 7 of the podcast, let me know in the description as well. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in later today's video because I have a second video coming out later today. Anyways, thank you. Peace out.